Guys, they said Ropo was so excited as the Geisi elders helps him to force the Olories children from their ex-husbands outside the palace after they ignored Kabiyesi. You know that around last week we heard that these women, especially this Timitope, Olori Two Face, Olori TikTok, and Igbi, that they brought their children. They said the palace is filled with their children, you know. And this is not part of the agreement they had with Kabiyesi. They brought their children and their children are playing in the palace, relaxing in the palace. Someone like this Temitope, we have heard that that house that Kabiyesi bought for her during that period that Kabiyesi asked them to get a house for them to leave the palace, that is where her own children have been staying with the mother, you know. But because of the way she is fighting Queen Naomi, going out at midnight, doing all manner of evil with Blow Blow and Igbi them, they say the mother warned her severally and she refused to heed to the mother's advice. Angrily, they said the woman left her and her children. But it has been the woman, with the help of nannies, taking care of her children for her. And that was why she is always traveling, going from one representation to the other. They say she had a lot of time then, more than now, that the mother have left her. So when that moment they said Queen Naomi left the royal manor due to Ashley and her story, they said all these other Oloris, they returned back to the palace without wasting time, you know. And while they were coming back to the palace, they said they brought their children. Not only their children, most of them, their family members, their siblings were also staying with them. They said someone like Igbi, hey, they said it was like she brought all the Igbira people, Ibira kindred, to come and be staying with her in her own apartment in that palace. And they said her own is because of a fight. You know, it's like those people, they fight too much. That is what we are hearing. Oh. So the reason why she brought so many of them is because they say anytime there is something like a fight in the palace, these are the people that always fight for her. So, and two of her children too, we heard that two of her children also were also in that palace. So when Kabiyesi returned back from the palace that day, he noticed that the palace was a little bit crowded. And they said when he started asking, who is this? Who is this? All these children that he's seen every now and then. And they told him that it is children from his wives and their ex and all of that. They said Kabiyesi was very, very angry. The moment Kabiyesi remembered that the reason why Tadenikawo is not in that palace is because of these women, they said that annoys him the more, such that he decided to order them to send those children back to their either their ex-husbands or wherever they have been staying, that they should send them back there. That he doesn't want to sound as if he doesn't like children, that everybody knows he likes children. But the reason why he is ordering them to send those children out is because they brought them into the palace without his consent. And there was an original agreement between Kabiyesi and them when Kabiyesi was marrying them, that they are not going to be bringing in their family members or their children into the palace, because through their children, their ex might have opportunity to come enter the palace and start disturbing the peace of the palace and all of that. So it was an agreement between them and Kabiyesi that their children will not be living in the palace. But unfortunately, they started bringing the children inside. So when Kabiyesi gave them the order to send the children out immediately without wasting time, they ignored Kabiyesi as usual. You know, one thing that I used to say is this. You see these Oloris, they don't see Kabiyesi finish. There is nothing Kabiyesi will do or say that will kind of shake them. Yes. So they no longer regard Kabiyesi's will I say order. They don't take him serious again. And this is because he doesn't stand by his decision. He doesn't stand by his word. The other day we heard that he insisted that Tobi must go to her family and learn some manners before returning. At the end of the day, did she go? I don't think so. And that is the more reason why he would tell them to send those children to wherever they were coming from, and they will ignore him. Is it not a very big insult? It's a very big insult. And they say when this thing happened, even the sisters to the king, they were not happy. That why will all these children be here and Tadenikawo is out there? Why? It's not, doesn't make sense now. Yes, and the more they bring these people closer, the more QueenNaomi run away from the palace. So even Paropo too, they said they all became angry. Maybe that's why they decided to involve the Geisi ruling house, because right now we are hearing that these elders, this set of elders from the Geisi ruling house, they know that if anything affects that throne, it is going to affect them in general. So right now they are trying to do some kind of damage control. And that is why they have been coming up with different issues concerning these Olories. One is that they said they entered the palace and warned them without wasting that. They say they gave them 24 hours. Let it not be that where these children will go to is very far. 24 hours will be enough for the person to take the children to wherever it is. They said the Geisi ruling house, the elders, gave them 24 hours. If they see the children in that palace again, that they are not going to like what they will do to them. And they said without wasting some of them does not even wait till 2 to 3 hours. They return the children immediately without wasting time. So right now they said the children are no longer in the palace, and they say Paropo was so excited, and that is why I said that at this point Kabiyesi's people need to help him. Yes, they need to help him because the women are holding him down. The manipulation is too much. And if you're waiting for him to do something, he cannot do anything because they don't catch him. They don't put him in a place where they want him. They have put him where they want him. So he can't take any decision right now on his own. He needs help. He needs help. And the only person that will help him, who happens to be Queen Naomi, they are scaring her away. So it is time for the elders, for his father and the siblings, the brothers, the Geisi ruling house in general, to join force together and help Kabiyesi because he really needs help. If all of this information we are hearing about them is the truth. Yes, because I will always remind you that these are all alleged information. Because I do not live in the palace, I will always remind you that it is what I hear that I am sharing with you. But I did not hear it from Kabiyesi's mouth, neither did I hear it from the palace because I do not live in the palace, okay? So, they said the women did not waste time to send the children out of the palace. It simply means that they respect the elders more than their husband, who happens to be Kabiyesi. Anyways, it's because then they crave together. Maybe that is why. Anyway, like I will always tell you, please remember they are all alleged. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, follow my page, give this video a thumbs up, and share my video. I love you guys. Bye. See you.